Hello, welcome back. This is the continuation of the previous video where we have retrieved the custom objects from our org using the tooling API, and this is a continuation of the same wherein I will be retrieving the references of those custom objects. So in order to retrieve the reference data of the custom objects, again we are using the tooling API and make sure the version is more than 47 and above API version. And here we are querying metadata component dependency object, and the type of the reference metadata is the custom object. So I cannot give much where class here because this object has limitation on the SOQL. You cannot do order by, you cannot do sort, and you cannot query on some of the fields. So this field was queryable, so that's why I'm using like all the references to custom objects. So again, I'm preparing the endpoint based on the base URL and the metadata tooling SOQL, which is nothing but a string here which I prepared, and again new HTTP request with all my session details. And once we get the response here, reading the response with the same custom object response class to deserialize that. Again, I have all the renamed the variables as to, suffix it as to, so that it's easy to understand. And here we are getting all the records which has been returned by this tooling SOQL, and I'm creating a map, references map, wherein I'll go through all the references object, and I'm preparing this metadata type and colon metadata component name. Basically, if it's Apex class, it will be like Apex class colon and Apex class name, which is being referenced, which is referring the custom objects which we have listed. And while if you work with map, like how it works, you just check whether that map key exists or not. If not, you add. If not, you get, if that key exists, get that key, and then concatenate this reference entry with the new reference metadata component. So basically, if you can see, I'm getting in this iteration I'm getting the type and the name. What I'm doing here is I'm adding this, which is nothing but the previous instance, because one custom object can be referred by the multiple metadata types. So you can see in the result how it looks. So basically it's just it's a string I'm appending, like giving a line break one by one, and once I do the system debug, you can see how it is coming up. And here, if it's not there, you can directly put that reference data component ID and reference entry. Okay, and this part is done, preparing the map and everything. And now again, coming back to the first part, like this is nothing but the list of the custom objects which I have retrieved earlier, and I am creating one more map of string and string, which will it's nothing but the object name, nothing but a custom object name which I have retrieved previously, and the references. So I'm looking through it, getting the ID, using the ID of each custom object. I'm getting the string, which is nothing but the ref entry which we are preparing here. So let me just run it and show you how it works. Okay, this is done. Okay, so this is the first HTTP call wherein we receive that response body, and this is the second HTTP call where we are getting the metadata things, and this is the records which we have got. If you can see, like we got metadata component Apex class and metadata component name batch lead conversion test, like name of the Apex class, and rest of the other attributes will be null because here we are focusing only on the metadata attributes. And this is where I'm doing the system.debug, listing all the, if you can show you the code here, you can see like object name and the metadata reference name, it means like which are being referenced. So here in this case, this is the custom object which is being referenced by this Apex class, which is named batch lead convert. Okay, and similarly for the same custom object, you can see this is the Apex class, and and one more apex class, and here comes the next object, batch lead convert custom object. And for this is apex class, and this is apex trigger, and for that these are the other object like offer property. This doesn't have any references, so that will come as null, and this has a flow with this name. So likewise you can see for all the custom object we have the references like which are being referred in any other object. So this is how it is, and you can see in the summary we have 2 callouts, and that's the summary of overall demonstration of this example. So thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe this video if you like it. It will motivate me to make more such videos if it may be helpful for you in some cases. So thank you, thanks a lot, bye bye.